I'm the communications director. As an artist, I wanted to work someplace where what I was doing was creative, but also, gave back to the community. My mom was a 32-year veteran of Jefferson County Public Schools, so education was near and dear to my heart. And then anything arts and culture related was what I wanted to do. So the library sort of fit both of those. Our biggest growth and circulation of materials has been in the e-materials, so ebooks and audiobooks. So we've been investing more in that, but we still find that people like to have physical books available as well. So we don't anticipate that going away anytime soon. So right now we have about $36 million in public funds. So it's a combination of American Rescue Plan dollars that were allocated by Metro Council. There's some capital funds donated or allocated by Metro Council. The state has also kicked in some capital funding as well. And then right now the Library Foundation is in the midst of the capital campaign. Their goal is to raise an additional $10 million. So it's the Parkland Library, the Portland Library, the Fern Creek Library, and then the main library. So the Parkland Library is one of our original 9 Carnegie buildings. It hasn't actually been open as a library since 1986, so almost 4 decades since Parkland's had a library. So we're very excited to be able to reopen that to the public. We're expanding that and adding about 3,000 additional square feet to that historic building. The Portland Library was open up until we started construction about a year ago, and it was one of our smallest libraries. It was also an original Carnegie. We're more than doubling the size, so it's going from 6,000 square feet to 12,000. And then the Fern Creek Library was closed in 2019 due to budget cuts. And so we're going to be building and opening a brand new 18,000 square foot library in Fern Creek, right next to Fern Creek High School. Each of these projects has a designated teen space as part of the design. So there will be a space specifically for teens and teen materials. The Portland and Parkland and Fern Creek libraries are all going to get maker spaces as well. And we know that those are very popular with teenagers at the locations that have those. So I think that those will be a great benefit to that community as well.
I think it's a cool place. I think there's a lack of third places in America, just generally. And like the library is like, I literally live right next to it, like that apartment building, like right across the way. So it's just like a really fun place where I can just hang out if I don't want to be at home. Obviously the books are important to like research and stuff. Sometimes like school projects and stuff, I come down here, and if I need to know certain things, like the website, the like internet just isn't telling me. And also just like, I love reading, so it's just coming down here on Wednesday afternoon, just to, like read some cool stories is also always fun. The Teen Underground is really just like a chill place. I think it's considerably more quiet than upstairs. In a couple of years, we probably won't even have access to all the books that we have access to. And also like the internet is like clawing like deeper and deeper into our personal lives like every single day. And I just think it's like nice that like we still have areas like this where like kids who just like, I need like a break, or just like maybe I just want to like read something on paper and not be so like I guess.
I initially chose to work at the library because I needed a job. And then it turned into, I learned that I loved it. And so I'm here 14 years later, still here. I used to go to the library a lot. My mom's, she was a teacher. She's retired now, but we would go to the Highland branch a lot to get books for her class. And I would do the summer reading program every year. I mean, they have a lot of teen programs. They have a lot of like like movie nights. I think they have some like Lego days. And then, video games. We have this big video game program today. Libraries in general, every branch is like a little bit different. So it's not uniform, it's not standard. Every branch will have like different kinds of programs. Here at the main library, we have several. We have one called Bad Art Club, which is sort of to get people to do art, even if they don't think they're very good at it. We have an English Conversation Club where we have native English speakers sit down with people who are learning English to help them refine their skills. So, I mean, we've got a lot of things going on. For teens in particular, we have Learning Express Library, which can let you kind of do test runs of different exams and tests. That's a great resource that I feel like a lot of people don't know about. LinkedIn Learning is another one. If you ever wanted to learn how to do anything from Microsoft Office to photography to how to play the piano, you have access to that with your library card. And then we have all sorts of ebooks, downloadable audiobooks, streaming movies, music. So if you ever just wanted to get into something, we're a good place to start. Libraries are the great equalizers. Everybody that comes in here, we treat the same. It doesn't matter if you are, a doctor or lawyer from down the street at a really fancy firm, or if you are an unhoused person. If you need the resources here, we are going to help you get them. And we're going to try our best to make sure you know all of the resources that are available to you through the library. We are an underutilized source for communities generally. We do help a lot, but I think a lot of people don't know about all the stuff we offer. We're just here for the books. It's kind of a twofold. You see people all the time looking for these things. Somewhere that's free and an actively sober space. So here in Louisville, if you're an adult, you could go out and socialize at the bars and that sort of thing. But if you're not an adult, if you're underage, or if you're a sober person, there's not a lot of options. But libraries are a great option for those. And we are completely free. So if you did want to say go hang out with folks at a coffee shop, you're still, kind of have to pay for a coffee. But here, there are no expectations of any of that. And so they're a nice place for people to get out of the house and not have any expectation of having to spend money.
Since I work primarily with kids and teens and families, it's really about providing the services to them to help them have fulfilling lives and help them with whatever resources they might need. And I really love the public library because we're like the ultimate public service institution, and we're here for our community, and being able to serve the community and figure out what people need and find a way to provide that is important as well.